All right, peace, y'all. Peace, 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 peace. I look raggedy, but it don't even matter because I'm just sitting in this, what do you call it? What do you call it? Curbside. I'm sitting in the curbside, waiting on my food, and I'm like, man, you still ain't did that question and answers video, so here we go. I'm gonna do some of them questions, okay? So the first question is, what do you do when you do? What do you do? Why did I write that twice? I put, what do you do when you need? So what do you do when you need a break from parenting? Do you have trusted babysitters? Are you a part of a parenting support group? Okay, so when I need a break from parenting. So in the past, when I need a break from parenting, I usually just allow my children to do whatever, as long as they ain't hurting nobody or, you know, doing anything that they shouldn't be doing. I usually just let them go with the flow. We have a go with the flow type day. So that can look like tablets, that can look like just playing outside, that can look like me, I don't know, taking a nap, or everybody in one room, y'all do this puzzle or something like that. But now my children actually go with their dads, so that's a blessing for sure. So that's the first part. Do we have trusted babysitters? In the past, no. Although we have family that would love to babysit, I wasn't at the stage where I wanted to let my children go anywhere because of their ages, their comprehension, just their ability to express themselves and to communicate what happened, what didn't happen, stuff like that. So, no. But now my mother-in-law, she helps a lot. She would have helped in the past as well, but yeah. But she helps out, so I trust her to watch my children. My stepmom, I trust her to watch them as well. They'll be all over the city though, so. And then on COVID, I'll be like, So, and then no, I'm not a part of a support group. If you mean like going to a place physically, no. But I do have Victoria and Naomi, and they support me and my parenting. And then also, you know, people online, just seeing different sisters do, you know, mothering things. That's helped a lot. I don't know, like, it's just something, seeing somebody else do something that, or going through something that you're going through and trying to overcome and get out of, or maneuver through, or whatever you want to call it. So that's how I be getting support, if that makes sense. And then if I have questions, I usually ask the sisters. They don't mind, you know, giving their little experience and whatnot. So there we have it. First question down. Question number two. Do you have a daily schedule? Now, if y'all watch our podcast, and the children are asleep, with Sister Naomi and Sister Victoria on our YouTube page, Sister to Sister, I will link the account down below, or tag it, or whatever this YouTube stuff do, okay? I'll do that. I'll put it in there because y'all need to go follow us. We go live every Friday. The time varies because we are mothers and we have stuff that we need to get done. And don't let the title fool you. The children they hardly ever be asleep. So, yes, you can tune into that. So, do I have a schedule? Oh, that's what I was saying. If you watch that, then you know that I've said multiple times I do not have a schedule, but I am striving to get a schedule because I feel like that would make a lot of difference in our day-to-day lives. And my children need some structure, okay? And I need some structure, so we need to implement these schedules. How do you do it with 3 kids? I'm struggling keeping it together with 1. It's kind of strange. Okay, 1 child is good. 2 is like, oh, this is like, I'm struggling. But 3, if they're like gapped out a little bit, it's like it's easier. I don't know how to explain it. Well, I do know how to explain it. Like, I have more help. The children are willing to help. And I've kind of had some experience by now. Although all of the children are different in a lot of different ways. So, yeah. I just do it. I just make it happen. Like, if I don't do it, nobody's gonna do it. So I kind of don't have a choice. Okay, number three. Do I have to say the numbers? I don't have to say the numbers, right? It's pointless to say the numbers. Okay. You're a mother, teacher, nurse, wife, and etc. When do you have time for yourself? Again, this is kind of like the other question. I rarely have time for myself, but I am striving to implement self-care time and time to just, let my mommy hair down. Relax, release. So yeah. I'm working on it. I really am. And if you are a mom, you should definitely strive to get that for yourself as well. I know, like, for me, to a certain extent, I'm okay with sacrificing my time now and, not going without certain things for the benefit of my children, because I feel like my purpose is to help cultivate them into God. And so by doing that, there's certain environments that I don't want them in. There's certain environments that I do want them in. There's certain things that I don't want them exposed to. And if they are exposed to it, I want them to be redirected by myself. I need to be able to answer any questions that they have and all of that stuff. So right now, it's kind of like the sacrificial stage. And so, yeah. But I'm coming out of that because now I have my mother-in-law, like I was just saying, and she helps out. I trust them being with her. And then their dad has them sometimes. And yeah, so we getting this thing together. Like right now, I'm by myself. And it feels good. Yesterday I was by myself. I got to go to dinner. Yeah, so on the weekends I have them for myself now. What do you do when everybody is crying at the same time? It depends on my mood. Sometimes I cry with them. Sometimes it depends. Yeah, it depends on what they're crying for. Like if the baby's crying because he's hungry or something, or the children just had a fight or whatever, usually I just kind of start where the most chaos is, I guess. So get the baby fed, if that's the scenario. If the scenario is the baby's crying because he's hungry, Taji and Zaim are fussing and fighting, or maybe they just don't want to go to bed or something like that, it's bedtime, I take care of the baby, I call them to me, and then it's like I get both sides of the story, right? If this is a fight, both sides of their story, and then from there, kind of, do the little Judge Judy type thing, or Judge Mathis, or whoever the judge is, and we figure it out. And if it's like a time to go to bed thing, I might just have to ignore all of that and be like, just get it done. Like, I have to stick to my guns, okay? And be like, just do what you need to do, because it ain't the time, not the time, not the place, okay? How do you wind down after a long day? I don't know, because usually I crash. So I'm figuring that out too. Y'all are going to be growing a lot with me. Like, I plan to grow a lot from now till forever. I'm going to grow. I'm going to evolve. I'm going to be great, okay? So I got a lot that I would like to share into, whatever. Okay. Do you want to have more children?